Welcome back to day 2 of hiking the Fisherman's Trail. We are in the civil parish of Vila Nova de Milfontes. We are heading to Almograve today. Today's walk is 15.5 kilometers, and according to the guidebook, it is one level easier than yesterday's hike. Vila Nova de Milfontes was once a fishing village, a coastal defense point, but now it is a touristic town. A part of this town's history intrigues me and is connected to the place where we are from. 100 years ago, the very first flight from Portugal to Macau was launched from here. The plane reached Macau's airspace, but crashed into north of Hong Kong due to bad weather. Thankfully, by the grace of Jesus, both pilots survived the crash and made it to Macau through Hong Kong. You can still find a piece of the plane's wreckage in a Portuguese restaurant in Hong Kong. This is River Mira, which is 145 kilometers long because it extends deep inland and opens to the Atlantic Ocean. It was susceptible to pirate raids. This made this town a key coastal fortification. As we walk along, we stumbled upon a cork oak forest. This cork oak was harvested and would need to wait 9 years to be harvested again. Little do people know, Portugal is the world's largest cork producer. It contributes 50% of the world's cork production, and cork oak makes up 23% of Portugal's forests. Further down the path, there's an abandoned house. On its wall is a painting of Lilith. In Jewish myth, she's the first wife of Adam, but she left the Garden of Eden because she refused to yield to Adam's authority. As a result of her betrayal of God, Lilith's offspring were condemned to die. So the background of the story seems to explain the theme of the painting, the pregnancy of a doomed dream. Near the river mouth, we saw a cluster of nice houses and a fort. This fort was built at the cost of halting the construction on Peachtree Island, which we saw in episode 1. Many hikers carried full-size backpacks, while ours are much smaller because we used the luggage transfer service. In this part of the path, the sand has an orange hue, giving the area a distinct look. The orange hue comes from the sand's rich iron content. In addition, smaller sand grains, a drier environment, and more air movement can also enhance the orange color. It is 5 more kilometers to the next town. These sand dunes are formed from sand grains that eroded from the surrounding sandstone rocks here. Standing between the endless sand dunes on one side and the vast blue ocean on the other, hikers are filled with excitement. This was the only person we saw that day using the fisherman's trail for its original purpose, collecting shellfish. After this left turn, we would head back inland. Our routine mirrored that of a fisherman, leaving town for the coastline in the morning and returning to town in the afternoon. Today's hike was easier because it was shorter and had less elevation change. However, walking on sandy paths meant constantly shaking sand out of our shoes. By the second day, blisters were already forming on my toes. Last but not least, dinner for the night, octopus rice. That's all for this episode. See you next time.